What's up, everybody? Back for another Star Realm video. Prydwen updated their tier list, and the only reason I even knew about it is because I kept seeing people saying, "Oh, is Anoxa really that good?" Which is crazy to me because I feel like everyone was on the same train that Anoxa was pretty good, but people were just skipping because they either like Castoris better, or we were getting like Cypher, like Fate was too close, or whatever the heck. Like I thought that was a general consensus, but apparently not. So let's check out the tier list. Apparently, it is both Apocalyptic Shout and Pure Fiction. So pretty interested to see what we got. So obviously, it's by default on MOC. So Pure Fiction, we have Castoris went up, we have Anoxa went up as like the main DPS, sub DPS version. Robin and Sunday going down. Now this is Pure Fiction, right? So Sunday only being able to buff one character, sure, right? Robin, on the other hand, Robin can be used with Herda, with Anoxa, with like Argenti. Um, she's AoE. The only team she doesn't really work with is Castoris. I don't know. We'll have to see the reasoning. I don't know if that's enough to put her down. Like RMC is very good with true damage, whatnot, but Robin still has like the AoE buff. So if you're using a DPS with a sub DPS, she's still pretty good. Linksha went down. Really? I guess it's because of Break, right? Break probably went down, so that's fair. Yeah, Rapid went down. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. She's still very good. Very, very, very good. Don't take this as if your character is in tier 0. As long as your character isn't like tier 1.5 or 2. If they're tier 1 above, bro, they're fine, bro. They're fine. You can get it clear easily. Fugue went down because of it. Blade, Mide went up because of Hyacine, I'm assuming. Yeah, Himiko just can't find any love anymore. Same with Yunli's getting kind of old. Tingyan, I don't know why she's still that high, to be honest with you. People are going to be like, oh my god, because the energy, bro. The old Tingyan doesn't do anything, bro. It is what it is. Black Swan and Kafka are down. Kafka is definitely going to go up soon, hopefully. Okay, that's everything there. Apocalyptic Shadow, we have Aventurine and Linksha going down. I'm assuming... No, Break didn't go down at all. So why did Linksha go down? It's because Hyacinth's so good. I feel like Aventurine and Linksha could still be easily tier 0 in APOC, because Aventurine does a ton of toughness damage if they're weak to Imaginary. Plus his shields are still good. And then Linksha also has some pretty good toughness damage going on. Plus she, AoE heals you just fine, right? Um, Unless like, because they don't have S1 Hyacinth, so don't expect the Prydwen's Hyacinth to be doing like 5 million bazillion damage. It's still E0 S0, right? Akron went down. Okay, fair. Blade went up, yeah. Jingyun went down, and I think that's it. Okay, let's see the reasoning now. So, Hyacinth, yada yada. She's top runner for some of the strongest cast. Yeah, fair. Mide, Castoris, Blade. She's good for even like, well, Herda and them want Ho-Ho, right? But you can still run her with like Fei Zhao. And, like, you can still get away with running her with Herda and whatnot, right? But yeah, good with a bunch of people. Good with how you can run with Anoxa, right? So that's fair. That's valid, right? Link should down to 0.5. I see. So because she's so good, we're moving them down. I feel like they're still good, no? Like, I don't see why. Hyacinth is really good, but I don't know enough to push these two down. They still all do like relatively the same thing. Hyacinth just does more damage, right? Like, Hyacinth is easily the best out of the three, but I don't think personally, I like her a lot, and her boosting HP is very good, but I don't think it's enough to push these ones out. Maybe just because of Venturine's shields with Mama Sprites, it's not as great, and Linksha, main team on break, is going down, but in, like, a vacuum, they're still all the same tier to me, right? So I can get behind them moving them down just because their teams aren't as good as her teams, but they're all still, like, tier 0 to me, right? DPSs. Castros went up, makes sense. Anoxa went up because people are waking up. I don't even need to read that. Rappa went down because Break isn't nearly as good. Fair. Aglia doesn't have enough to maintain her place. Tier 1s for pure fiction. Makes sense. Blade went up because of Hyacine. yeah, HP stacking meta alongside Castors and the support damage roll. Really, I didn't even think Castors would play. That makes sense. Makes sense though. Mide taking advantage of the HP focus meta. Mylene, Himiko. Yeah, they're just getting older, bro. Is what it is. Kafka and Black Swan, LOL. Cypher is staying the same. So Cypher is still tier 0, tier 1, tier 0. Okay. Okay, this one is what I really wanted to read, right? Because we didn't read this because it's literally just like she does really good, right? People are waking up and Ox is actually pretty good. You know, like it's all like pretty generic stuff. This time, Rob and Sunday are victims of Trailblazers Remembrance, absolute dominance, pure fiction. Both characters retain a strong position in the meta and have top teams alongside one or multiple Avex characters. They just aren't quite as dominant right now as Trailblazer, with 2 new destruction characters, Phanon and Saber, and 1 new Hunt character is possible. They may return soon and show new synergy. Should new synergies arise? It's quite valid, but I don't know. I feel like one issue with their tier list sometimes is the jump between certain characters is like insane for one tier. Like the jump between Hyacine, Venturine, and Linksha is not as crazy as the jump between these 3 to like Luocha, Fushuan. Right? Like, you know what I mean? Like you look at this and you're like, bro, the jump between like Fushuan and Luocha, Luo being out down here is kind of criminal. I'm not gonna lie. She should probably at least be 0.5. But looking at Fushuan and Luocha compared to like Linksha, Venturine, you're like, wow, using them, that's kind of a jump, right? The jump between Hyacine and these 2 is not nearly as much, right? Which I feel like is kind of like, that's just how a tier list is, right? Especially how they're doing it. So it's kind of jarring seeing this, you know? Especially with stuff like, bro, like this, like usable characters, and then you see like Silverwolf, who like no one is using anymore, is 0.5, and then this. Oh my gosh, my voice. Sorry about that. And then like it's rough. It's rough. Anyway, before I keep rambling, Tingyun, because of break, this Tingyun, yeah, like no one used there, I'll be honest with you. Akron has been outperforming the lightning niche ever since the last 3 phases of Apocalyptic Shadow by Aglia. Okay. I don't know why in the lightning niche, right? When, I mean, technically, like, yeah, Apocalyptic Shadow breaking her ult is really all you are using her for. And it does what it does, toughness damage regardless, so I don't know why that's like super relevant. I understand the skill can help and whatnot. Following by performance of other characters. Okay, some of the Akron Jingya has also had some trouble keeping pace these past few Apocalyptic Shadow phases with competition. This combined with the fact Akron is moving to tier 1, performing well with him currently is why Jingya is moving down. Fair. And then Blade's just up on the rise, bro. I need to see actual gameplay of Blade, because I haven't seen Blade in a while. I mean, everything points to him going up to me, but I haven't seen actual, like, gameplay of him in a minute, right? And obviously I don't have... I wish I did. Tempted to summon on his banner, because technically speaking, if they don't change how it works, you could either win 50-50 and get Blade, or lose 50-50 and then hit Blade losing your 50-50, which I don't know how that would work. Like, if you pull Blade... How do you know if you won your 50-50 and you're not guaranteed, or if you lost your 50-50 and are guaranteed because you got the lost 50-50 play? Like, they gotta explain that. They gotta explain that so much. Or maybe they just won't let you pick him. But Blade's gonna shoot the hell up. He's probably gonna be... It's between him and Silverwolf, I think, right? It'll probably be Blade, honestly. Blade just has, like, so much more teams than... Silverwolf, so Blade will probably be like tier 0 high key when he gets his buffs, right? But yeah, okay. I can see the reasoning for some of this, bro. I don't know. My issue now is there is a lot of huge variations between 0.5 and like tier 1, 1.5. Like the jump between certain units are insanely different, right? Insanely different. The jump between RMC, Robin, and Sunday is a lot closer than the jump between these 2. So when you're looking at it from this perspective, your first thought process, at least for most people, I would believe, is when this character right here is, you know, above these 3, right? And then these 2 are below these ones, and they're probably like, you'd think the same distance, right? And strength, right? Like, okay, if you have them like on like like a bar, right? Like a bar graph. You would then know that this and these two are a lot closer than the gap between these and these two. But with a tier list, you don't really see that too much, so it's just mad jarring to look at. I get their reasoning and it makes sense, right? But it just looks mad jarring. It looks mad jarring at first, right? There's some that I don't really agree with. Like Apocalyptic Shadow, I feel like these two are still solid, right? You can still, I know everyone's gonna be like, oh, you want Ho for like Herda. You can run Herda with Aventurine and Linksha just fine. You can run, like, Phage Out is still like top tier. You can still run Aventurine and Linksha with Phage Out, right? Same thing with like Anoxa. People run Linksha with Caster sometimes too. Most of the time, I mean, I would use Gallagher, right? But people do still run it and do just fine, right? Yeah, it's mostly just the comparison of other tiers having a huge gap compared to the tier 0 and tier 0.5. But at the end of the day, right, it's, like I said, as long as your character is tier 1 and above, it really doesn't matter, bro. You can get the clear just fine. It just really doesn't matter. A lot of people are putting a lot of stock in on like Anoxa going up, right? What do you go to? Is it 0.5, right? Yeah, he went up 0.5. People are like, wait, is Anoxa this new busted DPS? No, he's not. People are just realizing he's a bit better than they thought he was. He's still getting the same scores. Everything is just fine for Anoxa. He's still really good. Like I said, tier 1 and above, you're chilling. 1.5 and below, you're probably struggling like a little bit. You probably need dupes to offset it, but everyone else should be just fine. But other than that, that's it for the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think they're right? Do you think they're wrong? What characters have surprised you recently? And I will catch y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching.